before, it said that small warming solves bigger warming. And it said warming equals evolution. Evolution critical to prevent extinction. What did I do? What kind? Impact term. Why did I not just say warming is good? I didn't just impact turn, did I? The impact turn would be this. Warming causes evolution. Evolution is key to prevent extinction. What else did I do? This is an impact turn that solves for this, right? Because it solves bigger warming. So that counteracted that, didn't it? I also read defense in case, so this outweighs this. Because I read defense and this is offense. So I read defense versus their offense and read offense myself. Is that strategic? I also said that the theory behind all this is wrong. Defense. So I read defense and offense. So when I get to the 2NR, 2AR and have to do comparative impact calculus, I can do it. Does everyone see that that is an impact term? That I just impact term? Yes? Do you like that? Do you like impact terms? No? What do you think impact terms require? What? What do you think they require? Evidence. I don't have to have a specific answer to anything ever in debate if I have an impact term to every argument in debate. Pretty sweet, right? You don't ever have to argue the specifics. You say it's good, I say it's bad, you say it's bad, I say it's good. Bring it. Let's go. Why didn't the 2AC impact turn? Why should the 2AC link turn instead of impact turn? Jimmy? Tetris Jimmy, why does the 2AC link turn instead of impact turn? Is the link specific to the affirmative? Is a link to a disadvantage specific to the affirmative? So do you think as an affirmative you have better specific evidence about your affirmative? Yes. So you pressure the block to read specific links to your affirmative. Here's the problem. What if 1MC says warming is bad and 2AC says the speech that I just gave? What's the matter with that? No. Your 1AC doesn't read a warming impact. What's the matter with that? Christy, how long is the negative block? 13 minutes? 8 plus 5? Alright. If George is affirmative, there is no doubt in my mind that for 13 minutes, I'm going to say warming is bad. Now, how long in the 1AR does George have to answer what I said for 13 minutes? 5. So is it strategic to impact turn on the affirmative? No. It's a terrible time trade-off. And you probably can't read as many impact turns in a 2AC as you need to in debate. Agree? Agree? Disagree? M&M? Yeah? Alright. Have you talked about the politics disadvantage? Yes or no? Alright, I'm going to introduce you to a term right now. Political capital, right? Political capital is the influence that a politician has. So if I am Obama right now, and you are all senators, I can influence you, right? The problem is that political capital is not infinite, right? You know, I can't get up here and, you know, let's say this has a picture of Obama on it, right? And this is my political capital. If I say, Christy, I want you to pass health care, right? Can I get her to do anything else now? Can I? If I'm like, okay, Christy, you should now, like, jump off a bridge, right? Can I convince her to do that? Why not? Do I have any more money? Well, I probably do, but I don't. Right? So, it's basically Obama dollars, right? Do you think Discover would cost Obama dollars? I'll give you a hint. I'll give you a hint. Right? The political capital argument is the best argument versus Discover. Why do I say this? Anyone have any idea? Any idea? If I had this, right, and it normally, I'm Obama, and it normally takes me 100 NT to pass a bill, right? And I can choose to pass 5 bills over the course of the year. To launch Discover like the affirmative does, I'd have to spend all my money for the whole year. Now, is that a disadvantage? Why? What didn't happen? What didn't happen? Just hide the money for me. What didn't happen? So I had money so that 5 bills could get passed. Instead of getting those bills passed, I spent my money on Discover. Is that bad? Right? Obama has 500 NT to pass things now. Plan spends 500 NT. Obama can't pass those things now. right? Here's the problem with Discover. Discover would probably cost like all of this. Discover's very expensive for Obama, right? These are actually ones. What do you think? Do you think Discover was controversial? Yes or no? Why?
Not necessarily me to have the Discover. There's a bunch of others that like do the same work.
Sure. People tell me that the equivalent to the Senate in Taiwan is very two parties not like each other. Yes? America is the same way. When Discover was built and they were trying to launch it, one party makes a funny name for the satellite after the vice president to mock them. For those of you who know your American politics, Discover was referred to by the Republicans as the Gore satellite or Gore-sat. Republicans didn't like it because it predicted what warming would do, and Republicans didn't believe, and some still don't, that global warming exists. Because Exxon was giving them lots of NT, billions of NT. Can you see why that would be bad?
No, not everybody can get on. Yeah.
Just pass it.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Equal 5.
See if it's in here. Hey look, George, you're at this file. Author George. Alright, I can't find it. Here, let's put it in. Who's on the internet? Type in Goresat. Goresat.
Where?
Google. Just type in Goresat.
Yeah, I did. On Google.
What comes up?
How do you spell? I'm in the Norwegian Wars. These plays planet of G-O-L-S. How do you spell it?
Goresat. Now, can anyone now on Google find something that says Republicans don't like the Goresat? It's probably not on Wikipedia, Derek. And don't type in Republicans do not like the Gorse Act, Jimmy.
I am doing that.
Anyone find something?
I found deep space discover.
What? Alright, here we go. Good link card for the politics disadvantage, right here. Listen. Originally named Triana, it became a poster child for then Vice President Al Gore, who thought it would be a good idea for NASA to put a TV camera on a spacecraft so it could broadcast live views of Earth from a vantage point of deep space as a constant reminder that we share one world. Politics outmatched science, however, and when the Bush administration took office in 2001, it killed the program. After sitting in a box at Goddard Space Flight Center in Maryland for 8 years, they could resurrect it. So politics happened. You can probably find better evidence for this one than that. All right? So the structure to this would be, of this disadvantage, would be, what's a bill that you know? What? All right, so let's say Congress,
What is this political disadvantage?
yes, political disadvantage. Let's say Congress, or Obama is using his finite political capital to get Congress to pass XYZ bill now. That's your uniqueness. All right?
Why do you call that uniqueness?
Because that's what's happening now.
Uniqueness means what's happening
Yes. The status quo.
now? Oh.
All right? Link. The plan spends Obama's political capital. Or
You stop.
the plan is politically controversial. Right? Internal link. Obama having political capital critical to pass XYZ. Impact. XYZ solves war. War is bad. How many people did I lose? George is like a no one in a minute. You get it? You get it? Get it? Kind of? That's the political capital politics disadvantage.
I'm not in C.
politics disadvantage in the United States, read in almost every single debate. Why? Why? Why do you think they read this in every debate? Easy to catch your opponents off guard. They don't have uniqueness that bill will pass. They can't link term. They don't have evidence that says that it's bad. They can't impact term. They don't do either of those things. You might probably win. Make sense? Now here's my question. Can this be a net benefit to the Europe counterplan? Why did you nod your head? Does Europe have Obama do anything? Sweet, right? So you don't have any uniqueness answers or any impact answers to my disadvantage because you didn't predict that I was going to read this specific bill. My counterplan solves all of your graph and you don't have an answer to the net benefit, you lose. Sorry. Yeah, was that a tired or wave or stretch?
Europe doesn't have Obama's
Yes.
advantage, but because Europe has its own political.
Yes, which means this links to the plan and not the counterplan.
Right.
That's why it is popular.
So the counterplan can take out this entire political disadvantage.
Yes. You get that? Get it? You'll see this in 90% of your debates.
But this is a net benefit for counterplan. How about?
For lots of counterplans.
Okay. Did you say something about in order to review this, so we need to find like impact term
I mean,
or link term to turn this off?
sure, you're going to have evidence that says that Discover doesn't spend political capital. And then you'll have lots and lots and lots and lots and lots of unique evidence.
This plan is popular.
You'll have evidence that says lots of bills won't and will pass.
That will pass.
Will and won't. So you can read both directions. Yeah.
I don't really get it. So like political capital is the influence that the politician has.
Yeah.
And then
Obama has influence now. That influence key to get a bill passed. All right? You kill his influence and make it zero. Now the bill can't pass. That bill passing is a good idea. All right?
So negative wants to kill his
The negative wants to kill Obama's influence. They want to make it so Obama has no Obama dollars. Does that make sense? All right. This has become my favorite argument in debate.
So if
Why do you think it's become my favorite argument in debate? I can get on Google News and out uniqueness any team in the nation. I spent hours on Google News. I can tell you the political docket for next 3 months in the United States. So if they say something that's not about to be argued, I say something else comes before that, that hurts his political capital. Make sense? You will have a file when you go to NJFLs that I will research 2 days before. You will have 150 pages of uniqueness evidence in both directions for the politics disadvantage.
Yeah.
I do this for every tournament that my debaters ever go to.
But this political disadvantage, it's more like a plan-based
Yes.
disadvantage.
Well,
Take out
and-
the whole, I mean, only take out the disadvantage or take out the whole plan.
yes, and I like, you only have to research the link to every affirmative, and then you can just keep changing the disadvantage. Because you only need like a couple cards that say the plan costs political capital, and then you can change the whole disad as many times as you want. Because all the rest of it is dependent on the current political process that's going on.
You mean the link or interlink?
The uniqueness, internal link, and impact all depend on what's going on now. And I can change that. First round, I can say healthcare bill. Next round, I can say tax bill. Round after that, I can say nuclear reductions bill. Round after that, I can say Russian relations bill. Very strategic. You can't predict it. And when you have recent evidence, it predicts what's going on in the status quo, how the votes are happening. So if I can have evidence that's 3 days sooner than yours, I win because I assume what's going on right now. Does that make sense? So this is an issue where if my evidence is 1 day more recent than yours, I might win. Which is why I personally love this.
Win the whole.
Because if they go for uniqueness and they don't have uniqueness from normally that specific day or that 2 days, they lose. Doesn't assume what's going on right now. And as someone who likes to research politics, my teams read this every debate. Every debate.
So it's more powerful than spending disadvantage.
The spending, this is unique. The spending disad is not unique. The United States spends way too much money. Now, Obama just announced the highest budget in the history of the United States. And then he's like, oh, let's add this on too, and this, and oh, I'm gonna pass health care. And it's different than Taiwan. Taiwan's only got 23 million people for health care. And the United States has 350 million. More expensive. Alright, we'll take a 2-minute break.
这个 political disadvantage 怎么去 turn 它，对不对？就是 exercise， 就是说，哎，怎么 structure 它，然后我们怎么打。
不会那么难啊，他们 L 人队已经帮我们讲了。
我的意思是说，怕不是很知道怎么用，怎么打，怎么 fight， rebel。
I'll add it to the Dropbox.
下午我已经昨天要求他说我们要 practice impact turn and later。
It's just
下午我
like
们会练
a
习。
disad that's predicated on
你看，the difference between him and you is that 你看 he said this, but the way you say it,
刚刚没听到他是什么？我们在做这个。
他去 explain, give an example，他会 give some examples to 我不怎么讲，你的是比较 consent， like I said, and then if I see the example, very clear link to each one， 他会 very quite ball， 那我觉得是还是不容易吸收。They need to see an example, a complete example. Okay, see, if I use this to attack, if I'm a very negative， 然后他常常都会 forget 就说，哎，那 I'm affirmative, I'm attacking this, I'm on the negative side or I'm affirmative side. So I was confused which side I am. 所以就不是会 get lost on that.